Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for your love life in May 2021. So these are predictions for the month of May 2021 for love, and we have these three wonderful piles. So whichever one you're most drawn to is going to be the reading for you. The timestamps will be in the description box below, and so you can click on those and then watch and view your reading. So we have here group 1 with this really beautiful deck, and we've got this purple crystal. We've got group 2 here, and then we've also got this beautiful lime greenish crystal, and then group 3 here with these really cute little eyes on the deck, and this purple crystal. Did I just call this purple? It's blue. I mean, it's got some purple veining on it though, but wow. Me and my colours today, huh? So yeah, that's what we have. Also, if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information will also be down below as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. And the last thing I want to mention is my Etsy items are on Etsy. My intention manifesting items are on Etsy. A lot of people have seen results with these items. There's handmade bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put on your pillow, in your wallet, or your purse. Check out the review section to see how people have seen results with them. There's also face masks, there's tarot cards, there's divination charms, coins, pendulums, cloth bowls, etc. on my Etsy store as well. And yeah, the link is also down below from me to you. So yeah, you can definitely check that out and you know, have a little browse and things like that. So yeah, feel free to check it out if you wanted to. Alright, so let's start first of all with group number 1. So yeah, my Etsy store is Moonlight Tarot store, if anyone is wondering. So let's just move this to the side, to the left, to the left. Okay, let's go like that, and just like that. Okay. Do 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 do. Alright, group number 1, let's have a look and see what May 2021 is bringing to you in regards to love. So you've chosen this beautiful deck. I mentioned right at the beginning of the video that it's purple. It's more so blue. It's one of those things. It does have some purple veining in it, which is really beautiful. So this is your crystal. We're just going to leave it standing upright right there. It's so beautiful. And you've also chosen this deck right here. So let's get started and do your spread. We're also going to get charms and letters out as well. So I've got a lot to look at here. So let's have a look and see what May 2021 is bringing you. Let's see. I'm going to do a full 12 card spread. May 2021 for group number 1. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can't make this up, okay? Look at this. That's pretty crazy. This is a printed deck, and the fact that the calendar on this deck actually says May, I think that's pretty significant. Really significant. All right. Okay. Well, you got the 3 of Cups here as well. So you got the 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, wow, you've got a lot of cups here. You know what I'm seeing here is it's almost like there's an energy that is really coming through where it's like you're finding yourself, and you are finding so much more, you're finding out so much more about yourself like you've never done before. So you're connecting to yourself, you're connecting to your security, like your sense of security. You're connecting to self-sufficiency, responsibility of yourself, your inner peace, your personal power, self-confidence, self-worth, self-acceptance, your gut feelings, your willpower, the way that you communicate, setting boundaries, expression, your divine self. enlightenment, in many ways, also wisdom as well of yourself. So I know all these words are coming through. I went really quiet for a second, but it takes time sometimes to get these messages out. And the thing that I really see is that you are finding yourself in May. So the thing that I see is, regardless of whatever happens, okay, we'll see if someone is coming through here towards you in May, but I definitely feel that you're finding yourself, which in turn is allowing you to be a much stronger version of yourself. And on top of that as well, you are definitely becoming so much more in power, which means that sort of people around you as well are much more prone not to take advantage of you in May. There's that really popular saying that April showers bring May flowers. You're definitely blooming from what I see here. Those April showers have not drowned you out. They're actually making you flourish and grow and become so much stronger within yourself. So definitely these cards here definitely show that if you have been rejected in the past, if you have felt really upset and frustrated, or if there has been a third party situation, or you just feel like nobody has ever shown you any form of interest and people have just either just compared you to others or made you feel unworthy or unaccepted or really upset and just very unfulfilled, your time is coming and you are starting to really shine. People are starting to accept you because you're also accepting yourself, from what I can see here. So if you have found it very hard to accept yourself, to take care of yourself, to put yourself first, what I definitely do pick up on is that you are accepting yourself so much more. You are putting yourself first also so much more. And in turn, this energy is radiating out towards people around you. And that is actually what's attracting people towards you, even people that could have rejected you, okay? People that could have, like, for example, cheated on you, lied to you, things like that. Those people are becoming so much more self-aware with the things that they did towards you. And you may even get a few apologies here and there from those kinds of people. Now, if you're completely single, again, remember what I did say. I did say that you may feel rejected. You may feel like, why does nobody ever, look at me or care about me? Well, things are changing in May, so you can expect there to be an apology from someone. You can also expect for someone to show interest in you as well. So I definitely see an interest that is building up towards you from someone, and this could be someone you've known or it could be someone new, okay? But that's what's happening here. There's a real change, a real shift, and a real strong dynamic. I mean, the fact that you've got literally the Golden Gate Bridge there with May as well, there's a huge transformation that is taking place, and it's almost like it's just meant to be, right? May, I think, is just very powerful because you have got Taurus season followed by, I believe, a Gemini season. This is really powerful because you've also got sort of that very strong spring energy. I know it's not spring everywhere in the world, but stereotypically around about May, it's known to be spring, very much so. So, it's something I thought I'd mention anyways. But it's a very powerful, very dynamic energy where things are starting to grow. The seeds are starting to grow. Like I said, April showers bring May flowers. So things are starting to blossom and bloom and get much stronger. And that's what I see here, especially if you have been cheated on in the past, if people have been really mean and upset to you, if you have felt rejected, there is this care and share energy which we pick up also with this card, right? Like, you can share with me from the same bowl kind of a vibe. Not crying over spilt milk kind of energy. So I think there's an element of karma here, where people are much more prone to being nicer towards you and realizing just how much you gave, which is why they're like, I want to do this for you now. I want to apologize now, things like that. That's what I see there. Got the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hangman is about enlightenment, which is a word that I did mention very early on, sort of as I was going through like the key phrases, key words that I was talking about. I came up with for your reading. But the thing here that I really do see with the Hanged Man is it's Neptune energy, which goes that spiritually you are growing, spiritually you're feeling stronger, and spiritually you're attracting the right kinds of people towards you. And in May, it shows you that's what's for your highest good is essentially what May will present to you. Okay, so for some of you, May be a month where you are focused so much more on yourself. And that's what the divine wants you to do. The divine wants you to focus on yourself, to take care of yourself, to put yourself first, right? Because the right person for you may not necessarily be in the place to be able to give you that, right? Whereas for some of you, the right person is coming towards you. So it really does vary, but I do see here that there is still a huge emphasis of focus towards yourself. So I definitely recommend, take care of yourself, put yourself first, because that energy is definitely very powerful and very, very strong, as we can see that here in that sense. So let's see what this card here is. So you've got Death, which is about transformation, right? Which is exactly what I mentioned as well. So it's interesting how the cards are pretty much just reiterating what I already mentioned. But Death here is about death and rebirth. It's about transformation, which is exactly what's happening. For those of you that have been rejected, no more rejection. For those of you that have been cheated on, like no more humiliation, right? What's meant for you is coming your way. If the sun sets, it will rise again without fail. And that's what we see here. Even this crystal is very calming, right? Super, super calming, beautiful. It's very flowing as well with the energy of it. So again, the Hangman is connected to Pisces. It's about your divine self. It's about intuition, meditation, things like that. We also have the Queen of Cups as well, right? So this is about taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. It's about really taking care of the divine within yourself, validating your emotions, setting boundaries, being there for yourself, right? Having comfort within yourself is going to be what attracts you to the right person. And in May, it's about taking care of yourself. And the more you take care of yourself, the more in May, it's like your abundance is starting to roll in for you and the seeds are starting to grow for you, which is beautiful. Got the Tower, okay. Tower is Mars energy. So, I mean, April, we have Aries season. It's intense, okay? But in May, the May reading, you have got Taurus season, which is all about stability, which I think is important. And then also you do have Gemini season. So actually, the Tower energy goes to show that a major Tower event might have, every time I say May, it's like a pun, may the force be with you. But yeah, May the 4th. Oh, okay. Anyways, so the Tower here shows that, something may have happened in April, but it shows here that the Tower is also about rebuilding, right? So there comes a rebirth after something could have happened for many of you in previous months. So the Tower here really does show that sometimes these things need to also happen for learning, for growth, setting boundaries, taking care of yourself. The Tower just shows that, especially if you've been treated in a really harsh way or you feel like no one's ever shown you any interest, have patience, have faith. I feel like there can be a really lovely energy of you putting yourself first in May, taking care of yourself, and it can also attract someone here who really does care about you. You've got the Knight of Wands, okay, so that shows romantically interest can also be coming towards you and coming your way, which I think is really beautiful and very, very wonderful. Some more cards. We got Strength. See? Strength. Live in love rather than fear. Okay, Strength is about you getting stronger in May, feeling better, and also attracting this really, really strong energy towards yourself, where you are also attracted to yourself, which then in turn also attracts someone who's attracted to you and your energy. So again, when you give yourself that energy, you in turn also attract that energy, which I think is super important. Got the Hermit here, so some of you may feel like you're kind of in your own little bubble. You may feel at times lonely, but just like the caterpillar in the cocoon, once the cocoon breaks, the caterpillar is no longer a caterpillar. Things are different. The caterpillar is a butterfly that has broken free into this beautiful, beautiful world. And then we also have this card here. And from what I see here, like sometimes you may feel like a lot is going on, right? Like in the context that, there's a lot of overthinking that is going on. But actually what's happening is the divine is protecting you for the right person. The divine is protecting you so that you take care of yourself, so that like attracts like. Because that's what I see here. Like if you are living in a lot of worry and a lot of fear, you will also attract that kind of energy. If you have not healed from childhood issues or wounds and things like that, you may attract someone who just really also has a lot of those qualities, or someone that you constantly have to chase. So a lot of this is making sure that you are healing from within, taking care of yourself, and in turn your personal transformation is also what attracts a transformation in terms of your love life also being much more ironed out in that sense. So And so what I'm saying is that the more you work on yourself, the more things come together overall in regards to your love life, which of course is very, very important and very, very necessary. I mean, I want to say necessary, but I do feel like it's important to, of course, work on yourself and put yourself first. That's just, it's crucial, to be honest. Very, very crucial, very important. So that is what we have right there. Let's now go to charms and letters and see what's coming through. Okay, so the letters can be initials. Okay, it can also spell out words for May. We also are going to look into the charms. So let me grab the charms first. Also got the hot air balloon which fell out as well. I always reach over because my charm box is so heavy. It's like completely full to the brim. I mean, look, this is my hand, right? So it's got a lot of stuff in it. Okay, let's now go with the letters. Okay, so we've got here a pyramid. This is interesting, right? This is fire energy, but it also shows here that you are essentially rebuilding. And this is also an energy here, especially for those of you that have always felt like you're being compared to other people or you never feel good enough. This is also about putting yourself also at the top and really prioritizing yourself, because when you do that, someone else can also be much more likely to prioritize you. It's energy, it's how it works. Okay, so also finding attraction towards yourself. We have here also the hot air balloon as well. It's interesting because I keep seeing a lot of heat. I mean, perhaps there's an energy here where some of you maybe live in a hot climate, or someone here lives in a hot climate. You might be contacted by someone who lives in a hot climate. There's definitely something in regards to that coming through. But the hot air balloon is also about letting go, and it is also about putting yourself first and taking care of you. And I think that's really just super, super duper important and very, very vital as well. So I think that is a really strong energy in many, many ways, looking after yourself, putting yourself first, etc., etc. So that is what we have right there. Then we also have here the fish. Okay, so this can be also Pisces energy. We also have another water energy. Remember, I literally was like, wow, we have so much water here, so much water. Not a surprise. See, the synchronicity is very, very real in the readings that I do, where you literally have water energy. You also have the shell as well, right? So again, it's like a watery kind of beach kind of theme. Beach theme, hot theme, it's coming through. So Pisces energy, got Cancer energy as well. This could be this person is perhaps a Pisces or a Cancer. We also have here the home as well. So this is about you really craving and wanting love. But so long as you don't find that security within yourself, it's going to be very hard to attract that properly in someone else. So in May, it's showing focus on yourself, focus on the security within yourself. You will attract that in return. The knives, so the chef's knives here also shows healing from past wounds, past troubles, rejection, low self-esteem, things like that. Because essentially what's happening in May is that you are rebuilding yourself and you're finding yourself you're finding yourself feeling so much better, so much happier, so much stronger. So I definitely don't want to say worry, I'm not saying oh, you need to worry about this and worry about that. Just make sure you take care of yourself. That's the main thing. And also nourishing yourself, right? Really taking care of yourself, your vitality, your health, things like that. Very, very vital. That will also help in regards to what's coming in May. To also make sure that it does come on time as well, because sometimes we have to do the inner work in order for things to actually come to us. You have the cross here, which is also very, very strong. So the cross here is about your faith and really doing what's best for you and taking care of yourself. Okay, so May definitely does show that there's a lot of potential for the seeds to really bloom into something much more, aka flowers. But I definitely feel that May is telling you to try not to compare yourself to others, try not to feel like you are always doing something wrong, because you're not, but just making sure that you do take care of yourself, you do put yourself first, that you are there for yourself and things like that. I think that's probably the most important, the most vital thing that you can do for you. So that's really what we do have right there. What else do we have? So we've got here a C and a G and a Y For the letters, we have also an L, we have a K, we have an M, D, N, T, and also a Y as well. Okay, so those are your letters and your charms. Alright, so that is what we have. So group number 1, if this resonates with you, of course, do let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on Etsy as well. Do check those out. Charms and letters are also on there too. And yes, I will see you all very soon. Definitely do take care as well. And this is what we have. All right, so let's take these away. Da, 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 da. It just literally spun around like this. Like this. Okay, it's ready. It's ready for the letters. Okay, let's put this in here. All right. Okay, group number 2, let's have a look and see what May 2021 is bringing you, your love life in May 2021, what energies we have, what messages we have for you. We're also going to look into charms and letters as well. Lots of information that is going to come through. So you've chosen this beautiful lime green-ish kind of a crystal. I'm going to put it right there. I don't know if it's going to stand up. Yep, all good. Okay, so let's have a look at your deck. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Okay, let's do a full 12 card spread and see what is coming through. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not going to take all of these. That was a lot, but there was a card that I saw right at the top, which we're going to take, which is, speaking of top, technically the first card in tarot, which is the Fool. That is interesting. So we've got here the Tower. We've got here the Star, we have the Fool, so there's a rebirth, definitely, that is taking place. You know what this is? This is healing from something that has been really quite difficult and very challenging. What's really interesting here is that I don't necessarily feel that May itself will be traumatic. I feel that there is an energy here where something really not so great could have happened in the past that could have really overwhelmed you and frustrated you and upset you, and I feel like you have, and you really are healing from that in May, which is actually bringing you so much more as you progress throughout the month. So what I see here is that there seems to be a sense of rebirth. There seems to be a sense of, especially if you've lost energy in the past due to some kind of a tower moment that has happened in the past, some kind of argument, some kind of separation that could have happened before, you are essentially really healing from it. And the Fool here shows that a new person can enter into your life in May. Even if you are with someone, I just want to say as well that that can still prompt a new person to enter into your life. So I just want to keep that in mind, whether you are completely single or whether you do have someone by your side, a new person can enter. It's your choice as to what you choose to do with that, okay? I have to mention that, but essentially I see a new person because the Fool is new energy, and the Tower here is something frustrating that could have happened, like you may have had an argument, with someone around you, or a person that you have known, a crush, a friend, someone that you're perhaps with. It's different for everyone. That's the thing. You could have even had an argument with, the divine and said, like, where's my person? Hello, like, where's my person? Things like that. So the Tower moment can be sort of like this breakdown that has happened previously and just kind of losing hope. But your hope seems to be renewed in regards to this Tower moment because of May. Because May here is bringing someone new to you. So it's like the star. The star basically is about the stars aligning and things really moving in your favor, and you feeling so much happier in regards to what is progressing and what is happening. So that's the energy that we do have here, where you're going to feel really enlightened, very fulfilled, and very at peace with yourself in regards to what's coming and also what is happening. So there's definitely this really powerful and strong energy of happiness and joy, which I pick up, and there's also really powerful energy of fulfillment and progression, which is also being picked up as well. So I just see you feeling much happier and, well, much better as time goes by. So that's what we have there. Let's continue on. Okay, so there's definitely some kind of rebirth within yourself and also a new person. We've got here 6 of Wands. See, someone here is approaching you. 6 of Wands is about someone coming towards you pretty fast as well. A lot of interest, a lot of attraction towards you, and a lot of desire towards you. So if you have been sort of sitting there and thinking like, oh, nothing's ever going to come to me, like literally nothing's going to come to you, bam, out of nowhere, I feel like there is someone that will come to you, because that is the 6 of Wands. And the Fool here shows it's a new person, not someone that you've known before, which I think is really, really interesting. So the Star is definitely a rebirth, it's definitely hope, it's definitely faith, it's definitely progression. Magician, look at that, Magician appears out of nowhere. It seems very like destined, seems very fated. Magician is also Mercury energy, so the thing here is that I feel like there's going to be some kind of communication that sort of just takes place, and it's can seem also very random, but it's not random, it's fated to happen, it's meant to happen. From what I pick up on the cards as well, it's really, really interesting, this energy. You know, it's almost like you know, in the past you may have also manifested this person, but they come to you when it's just so unexpected. You're going to think to yourself, really, now? Like, you want to come to me now? Like, that's so random. But you're going to be like, okay, I guess you can come to me now. So very, very interesting energy. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like, it's a continuation throughout the entire reading. Especially for those of you that have had a breakup in the past, because the Tower is a continuation that seems to kind of follow you into May. So even in the first weeks, like some of you might be really, really down in regards to a breakup or a separation that has happened in the past, you know, beforehand. Or you are just feeling, you know, perhaps not so happy in your current situation, whether you're single or whether you are with someone. And yeah, it's really interesting how this is unexpected, but it's like the universe is just delivering to you because they feel like you're in need and you need it. It's interesting. It doesn't always happen this way. A lot of the times it takes a lot of like moving forward and taking care of yourself to attract the right person. But I feel in this case the universe is like, you know what, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you, and I'm just gonna do this. I actually do feel that you are helping yourself though, along with things, because you have got the Star, which shows healing. The Queen of Wands, see, this is you taking care of yourself. I don't feel like you're just sitting there and wallowing and marinating yourself in all this sadness and frustration and making yourself feel worse. I think that you are picking yourself up, you are taking care of yourself, which I think is very important with that fiery energy, and I think that in turn that's really, really helping you a lot. It's going to help you to make you feel better. Also in May, I feel that some of you might change your looks. You might go through a glow up. Okay, you might also feel, like I said, I think a lot of you are going to be feeling so much better within yourself. Like there's a sense of renewal where you think to yourself, I do like myself. You know, I like myself. I like who I am. I'm a good person. I'm kind. I'm caring. I have empathy. You know, why wouldn't someone like me? So not only is it like an outer glow up where I feel like some of you might also be perhaps wanting to lose or gain weight, or you might be going to the gym, or you might be, you know, doing home kind of exercises or things like that. I definitely feel here that some of you might be focusing on, you know, getting a haircut or changing up the colour of your hair or your outfits, things like that. Like I do see like the outer stuff, but I also see the inner stuff where you're working on your insides. I know that sounds a little bit strange to say, working on your insides, but working on your inner self, that really does reflect as well spiritually. It really does attract people. And so that's the Queen of Wands. And you're surrounding yourself with things that you love, you know, so I think that that's also something quite significant too. Ooh. Okay, so we've got it's taking the 6 of Wands with it. Speaking of the 6 of Wands, you know, that's the person coming towards you. So we do have here the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Now that's really interesting because it's a match, right? It's literally a match. These are counterparts. They belong together in many ways. So the Hierophant is Taurus energy and the High Priestess is Pisces energy. They go very well hand in hand. So you are attracting your equal in many ways, from what I can see here, and someone that really does respect your energy. So for example, you know, people have free will. So for example, if you really still don't really respect yourself, or you don't really take care of yourself, then you will attract someone who kind of also doesn't really take that much care of themselves. If you do put in the inner work, which I feel 99% of you will, you are attracting also someone who's willing to work on themselves, someone who's willing to grow, someone who is very much so an equal towards you in that sense. Because remember, we always have free will. You know, some people, they, you know, think to themselves, oh, it's too much work, I just don't want to, and you know, that's your choice, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, I would highly recommend you to take care of yourself, work on yourself, be there for yourself. I think it's important here for sure. Then we also have the Seven of Wands. So despite obstacles and challenges, you're really moving through things. You're trying to get to a better place, and you're trying to really, really take care of yourself, which I think is just absolutely showing. It absolutely is. I mean, it's so powerful here. Take care of you, do you. I think that's very important as well to mention as well, that at the end of the day, you do have yourself. And yeah, it's self-explanatory really. I'm sure you've heard it just about everywhere else, but you know, no one's really gonna care for you like how you care for you, right? So I think that's really important here. So it's good to see you're getting through any challenges, and it's good to see that someone is coming towards you here unexpectedly. This is a really great energy. Wow. Yeah, so this is the challenge that follows from the heartbreak. I don't necessarily see that someone's coming to you and then breaking your heart. Like, that's not what I see here. I feel like many of you have been brokenhearted in the past, and that has really affected you in regards to love. But there's a big shift here in May where you are working through these issues, and then you're attracting someone new. And despite any of these issues, which we do see here at Seven of Wands, so you may still, you know, throughout the month feel a little bit sort of wibble wobble, but you're still trying to get through things. You're still trying to do things for you. You're not sitting there and doing nothing, from what I can see, as in, you know, wallowing in your bed 24/7. Like, I don't see that. And despite any of this heartbreak, you're just becoming stronger, from what I can see. So that's the Three of Swords emphasized, in the sense that you're moving through any heartbreak and frustration. That's what I am picking up here. You know, and at the end of the day, if someone has really hurt you, it just goes to show with that Three of Swords that, you know, you're only human. Like, you do feel that, and you will feel it, but I definitely feel like you're working through these issues and problems. Hermit, you know, you're minding your own business, doing your own thing, taking care of yourself, focusing on what's ahead. For you, the Hermit uses the lamp to guide them in their path. And you've got the Queen of Cups. This is about you taking care of yourself, your vulnerability being a part of your environment and not feeling bad for who you are. I think that's also really quite significant. You're really taking care of yourself. You're putting yourself first. You're loving yourself. And that is the biggest thing that I do see here, is that you're loving yourself. You're putting yourself first. You're taking care of you. And it's just helping everything all the way around, which I think is wonderful. You know, that is just really great. It really is. It's really, really great in so many ways. And that is literally what we do have. So yeah, I think it's really, really interesting, that concept. We do still have charms and letters, but I think what's really interesting here is that despite any, you know, frustration from the past, you can still feel that, of course, in May, but you are really working through it. You are taking care of yourself. You're not making yourself the victim and then in turn hurting others. You are really taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, so that you can also, you know, enjoy the fruits of what is to come. And in May, I really see someone unexpectedly coming your way, really making you feel very, very happy. It's definitely a new person from what I can see, and they seem to give you this energy, which I'm seeing, which makes you feel fulfilled, which makes you feel excited. And, you know, even here with the Three of Swords, is that at first you might be a little bit guarded, okay, based on things that have happened in the past, but I think then you will also very much so trust them. And I think that part of this also is about taking things slow, not just jumping into things, you know, 100% or straight away in that context, and really, yeah, just taking care of yourself. So that's what we do have right there. So let's go to charms and letters, and also go through like a glow up also in May. I'm telling you, April showers bring May flowers. Okay, so let's go with the letters. So this can spell out words for May. This can also be initials as well. So let's have a look here and see. We've got a G, E, C, J, another G, E, another E, got another J. Wow, we've got a lot of G's and J's and E's. And then we've got a Q, C, T, R, H, S. Okay, so that is what we do have there in regards to the letters. Okay, so I'm sure if you see certain ones that make sense to you, let me know in the comment section below. That is what we do have here. Okay, and now I'm just gonna grab charms. See, sometimes I'm really good with the letters, and sometimes I am not. And the only one thing I can see here over and over again is get, like G-E-T, and that's what I see here, is that you're getting things, okay? You're not having to chase things. You're not having to go after things like crazy. You are receiving, okay? And that is the thing that I do see here. In fact, can we actually spell the word receive? So we've got get, of course, and then we have got... Oh, we were so close. I don't know why I thought we could spell receive when we haven't even got half the letter set. Anyways, okay, never mind. But that's what we've got there. We also have cheat as well. Oh no, that's not how you spell cheat. Wow, today my spelling is like not on point. Wow, what is happening? I'm usually very good at spelling. I did very well, but today it's just not happening. Okay. Yeah. We're not going to get into that. So just get, okay? Get is what I see. So we've got here a pyramid. We've got a landmark as well. So it's interesting. This person could be from a distance from you. This person could also travel a distance towards you. That's really interesting. They could have recently moved in your area. That's something that I do see here as well. So do keep that in mind. They could be sort of on your radar in regards to social media, things like that. Or they could discover you through social media, so do keep that in mind. The pyramid really does show here a lot of self-focus towards yourself, you know, really putting yourself towards the top of sort of like the pyramid, as they call it. You've got the fish here, which can also be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy from what we see there. The fish is also about going with the flow, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. We've also got an N, and we also have a P, so we've got a lot of letters here for sure, which I think is very fascinating. Very interesting. You've got the full stop as well. Okay, so this is you kind of wanting to put an end towards frustrations from the past and wanting to really enjoy the fruits of right now. So we've got the grapes here as well. You know, the grapes can also signify like wine. It can also signify luxury. It can also signify sort of being fed and things like that. So that's really interesting. Like, I feel like you're going to be receiving things. You're going to be fed things. I don't feel like you need to run after and chase things. So do keep that in mind. We do have the heart here as well. Now, we did have the heart here, but of course it's the Three of Swords. So like I mentioned, that is more so about things from the past. So I really feel that towards the end of May, you will feel so much more fulfilled within your soul and your heart and what's to come and how things are going to progress. You'll feel so much better and so much stronger, and also very loved as well from what I can pick up in regards to that charm as well. So there's a lot coming your way. I would say you got this, stay strong. You got this, you got this, you got this, stay strong. Stay strong, group number 2. So that's really what I'm seeing here, is that there are still some past issues that can be affecting many of you. But in May, there seems to be a rebirth, right? There seems to be this sense of transformation, change, fulfillment that follows through progression, where you feel much, much happier in regards to the direction in which things are also going in. So you're not like, you know, completely just like marinating in it. You are accepting that, you know what, things will get better, it's going to be okay. That's the kind of vibe that I pick up here. Okay, so this is your reading group number 2. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, rereading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on Etsy. And do take care, everyone. Okay, so I am going to now take away these charms. Okay, almost. Okay, cool, there we go. Let's do this. And take these away. And let's take this away. Let's go to the next group. It's such a cute little deck. It's so cute. Alright, group number 3. This is what your love life has in store for May 2021 for predictions. Let's have a look. Let's see what is coming, what is going on, what's happening, what's not happening, you know, everything in between. So you've chosen this beautiful purple crystal. Let's put it right there. And this really cute deck. Like, look at how cute that is with the little eyes on it. It's so adorable. Okay, so let's begin and see what your love life is looking like in May 2021. We're also going to do charms and letters as well, so charm reading. Let's do a full 12 card spread first and then see what the charms bring us. Okay, so we've got the Hermit, not the Hermit, oh my gosh, the High Priestess. The Hermit is here. I saw the Hermit, which is why I said it. And of course the High Priestess also begins with a H too, so it's like, yeah, it gets that in my mind. We have got the Hermit here. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess, the Hermit, we got the Ace of Wands. We also have here the Death card. We have Judgment. So I should put that right here. And Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, which is there in the form of yin and yang. Let's see what else we have. We've got a lot of major arcanas, which I think is really interesting. May is going to be major. Ooh, major. Wow, okay, that's a good phrase, isn't it? Got here the Hierophant. That's really interesting. The High Priestess and the Hierophant, they are a couple, right? So in tarot, they're known as a match. They go well together. It's a little bit like the Empress and the Emperor, or the King and the Queen, right? They go together. So that's what you have there. We also have the Wheel of Fortune with the yin and the yang. So again, they are like a match, right? They go together, what we see there. So I think that's really interesting. So let's just continue on. And okay. Okay, let's see what we have right here. Wow. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. 5 of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Me and my Roman numerals are struggling with this card. You know, every time I look at this, I mean, technically this is the Seven of Swords, but it also reminds me a lot of the Nine of Swords because of the coloration of it. And when I look at this card, I do see worry and I do see anxiety. Even though this card is a little bit different, I guess that energy does spill over into this as well. Because as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, wow, you know, there's a bit of worry and anxiety here, but I don't feel like you have anything to worry about. That's the thing. You know, that's the thing, you don't really have so much to worry about. I feel like a lot of you have been worrying so much about your love life and you've been thinking, don't know where it's going to go, don't know what's going to happen, don't know if I'm going to feel happy, I don't know if things are going to be okay, I don't know which direction things are going in. And I feel like, you know, but the thing is, you're totally valid to feel what you feel. You're a human being, right? So even when things are not going so well, you're valid to feel like, oh no, things are not going so well, because you're a human. And that's important, right? We can't just always sweep everything under the rug, including how you feel. So this is me trying to say this in a way where I'm not invalidating your feelings, just, I don't want any of you to sort of get that wrong or things like that, but I'm just saying here that I don't feel like you need to worry. Hopefully that can give a little bit of peace of mind to those of you who are worrying and you just need that message from the universe to say like things are going to be okay. I feel like I'm here to deliver that message to many of you, especially those of you worrying about what your future looks like. If you are going to find a romantic partner, you will find one, but it's going to happen when you stop worrying so much and when you are not so excessively thinking about it. Because what I see here is that for a lot of people, May is really going to be a breakthrough month where they align so much more to themselves, and that is when they're going to find a romantic partner that really is to their liking, but also someone that reflects them, not in a way where like everything about you see in them, because opposites do attract. That's the yin and yang energy that we do have here, but in a way where essentially this person is what you are looking for in someone else, but also has enough to also surprise you and make you feel like, wow, this is so unique and different and exciting. The other thing we have here as well is the King of Swords. So again, I don't feel like you need to necessarily worry. I feel like what's meant for you is not going to pass you by. It's not randomly going to disappear and just go in the opposite direction. What's meant for you is going to manifest for you. I think that's really very, very important, very significant, and also very, very beautiful as well. So that is something that I definitely do see here, and I do feel is very, very vital, very crucial, and also very, very important in that sense. So, the High Priestess here shows the more you take care of yourself, the more you are going to attract in May the right person for you. So there is some work to be done. That's the thing, is that for those of you who are excessively worrying about things, you might be also self-sabotaging the energies. So instead of trying to get frustrated about it, just try and take time for yourself. Try and do something that sort of takes your energy away from that. And the High Priestess is great because the High Priestess can represent things like meditation, doing different things that make you feel calm, more grounded, things you enjoy, right? Because the Seven of Swords is definitely an energy here of self-sabotaging the energy. So the more you are frustrated, the more it works against the law of attraction. I'm saying this because what happens in May greatly depends on your energy, and that's the truth of it, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. For those of you that are just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're worrying and waiting and worrying and waiting, you're just going to be waiting and waiting and waiting. That's the truth of this. The more you are, because your thoughts are going to shape your reality from what I can see here, group number 3. So the more you are taking care of yourself, the more you are nourishing and nurturing yourself, the more you are putting yourself first, the more you are knowing that, what's meant for me will never pass me by. I got this. I know what my manifestation is. I know what kind of person I want to manifest. I know what kind of happiness and joy and fulfillment and harmony and balance I want. The more you are going to attract that. The more you think to yourself, oh, the universe never delivers, the universe doesn't give me anything, the universe gives to everyone else but me, the more the universe will give to others and then not to you. You know what I mean? So your reality is shaping everything. Sorry, your thoughts are shaping your reality. So be careful with what you wish for. That's something that I always do say as well, like be careful with what you wish for, because sometimes even the little things that you say to yourself, like, oh, I'm just not good enough, am I? Or it's probably because I look this way, or it's probably because this is this and that is that. Be very, very careful also with what you tell yourself, because those things can also shape up in terms of energy, and you may not even realize that it's impacting things. I'm saying this in a way because I really want to help you to have the best things in your life, and I think that when you understand that, especially with judgment and understanding how you're speaking to yourself, it really does make a huge impact. For example, if you're constantly thinking about other people rather than yourself, it will impact things because you're putting energy towards others. You're not always putting energy towards yourself. If you put energy towards yourself, you take care of yourself, and you put those eyes onto you, you're making yourself the star of the show. The star of the show is going to shine so much brighter, and that will be you. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that in May, group number 3, the more you take care of yourself, the more you are attracting the person for you, right? The Ace of Wands here shows that someone can message you, someone can be much more prone to being nicer towards you, because if you're in a situation, there can be someone who's much nicer towards you, much kinder towards you, that can be much more triggered the more you do for yourself. The more you're focused on them, the more you're giving your energy to them for free, so they're not really going to do much towards you. If you're completely single, then this is, about someone coming to you and actually having, really a lot of energy towards you in the context of wanting to talk to you, wanting to be around you and things like that. So I think that also is just very, very important, is that it really does vary. Okay, so if you are in a situation, again, focusing on yourself makes everything less stuck and more moving. From what I can see here, it just helps things all the way around in a very, very progressive and smooth manner, which can feel better, you know, more fulfilling, etc. So that's really what I do see here. And, you know, the Hermit definitely does show that taking more care of yourself can really help things overall. And the Death card shows the transformation, right? So I definitely see a lot of you going through a transformation emotionally, where the more you take care of yourself, the more you are attracting what's really right for you. Again, the Wheel of Fortune shows a change of fate, so it shows that really May can bring you love. It can bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment, so long as you take care of yourself and put yourself first, you know. And that's the thing, I think that that's really important. The Ten of Pentacles here shows that this can be your outcome, right? This is what can manifest for you: happiness, joy, fulfillment, the right person for you, the person for your highest good. King of Swords, you don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is shift this focus and energy towards yourself. The Five of Pentacles, this sense of loneliness, can fear, so loneliness can actually make you fear and actually attract more loneliness. What you don't want to do is say that it's loneliness. Think about it as you're in a cocoon, right? So think about it as the caterpillar in the cocoon waiting to basically become the butterfly. So instead of telling yourself that, oh, I'm lonely, like nobody loves me, like nobody cares about me, instead say to yourself things like, I am loved, I'm just, you know, it's not my time yet, I'm just patient, you know, I'm just patient, my time's coming, it's gonna be soon, you know. So do things for yourself now, because when you're busy with someone else, you may not have all the time in the world to do, you know, everything that you want to do, because you'll be busy with them and doing things with them. So, you know, that's what I see here. And then you also do have, oh, I don't believe that that is the Five of Wands now that I look at it, because if this is the Five of Pentacles, this cannot be the Five of Wands, because the Roman numeral is different. This must be the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's the Six of Wands. It is. It's the Six of Wands. You know, the Six of Wands is actually about celebration and victory and success. And so it just goes to show that things can really change from one to the other. From going from feeling lonely to then having this breakthrough. From death, it can go to rebirth. From being by yourself, it can go to really attracting the right person for you. Judgment is also about transformation. Judgment is also very much so about fulfillment and joy, which is also something quite significant. This is definitely the 7 as well. Okay, I can now suddenly read Roman numerals. Wow. So yeah, 7 of Swords, you know, it's self-sabotaging energy. So yeah, take care of you, put yourself first, and that in turn does help everything all the way around too, in regards to what it is that you want to manifest and the things that you want to make also happen. Like, those things can progress and they can very much so manifest in your favor, which I think can be rather interesting and very, very, you know, very good as well. In all honesty, for yourself. So that is what we have right there, and it's a very interesting energy. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do the charm reading with the letters. So the letters can spell out words for May 2021, or it can be initials. Okay, so we have an E, T, so look at this. We also have Met. Okay, so that's interesting. Met. We have O, another O. We have On. We have a U, J, R, and a G. Okay, so that is what we have there. We have here rug. Okay, so that's interesting, you know, like sweeping things under the rug, or pulling the rug, you know, things like that. That's something that we do see, but not necessarily someone doing that to you. We're just seeing that you're kind of also not trying to sweep things under the rug, you're trying to take care of yourself more so. We also have run as well, which I think is very interesting. Trying not to run away from your situation, but actually supporting yourself more. That's another vibe that I do pick up here. That's interesting. Okay, so that's what we have there. You can let me know as well. And we also have get as well, so you're receiving. Let's have a look at it. Charms. Oh, wow. 3 out of 3. This crystal has appeared in every single reading. To be honest, there has been a huge correlation between all 3 of the readings, which I was not expecting. It doesn't happen, but it goes to show literally right here why the correlation exists. And the correlation exists because, well, it just is there, you know, and that's the thing that we see here. Okay, so we see happiness, okay, with the happy little smile that we have here. We also have the heart chakra. So this is like the heart chakra charm. So it just goes to show here that you are being filled with love, generosity, compassion, and also forgiveness in regards to things from your past. I'm holding it actually right in front of this little box that's painted. It's actually inspired by the Empress card, and the Empress card is actually ruled by Venus, which is also very much so to do with the heart chakra as well. So it's really interesting that you've got that energy, and it's also got this green symbol in the middle as well. So that's really interesting. That's what we have there. So your heart chakra is being activated. You're feeling really, really quite happy. You're working on yourself. That's the pyramid energy as well. Really focusing on yourself, making yourself, you know, the real main focus. You've got here the rose quartz crystal as well. So again, a lot of self-love towards yourself. We have here bags, right? So you're working through any baggage from the past. You're trying not to take too much of this weight further forward, you know, with you too much. You've also got an eye, and I was going to mention this actually a little bit before, but you've got a lot of eyes, of course, on the back of these cards. There's also an eye on the King of Swords card right there. You've also got the eye as well, especially on the Judgment card too, and of course all the people in the cards do have eyes, apart from the skull and the death card. But that's what we do have there. So there is an energy here of this eye, and this is also about protecting yourself, you know, and really looking after yourself and looking at yourself too, and how you see yourself, which also is very important, your divine self. You also have the heart here as well, so this is about a lot of strength and a lot of courage and really taking care of you. We have the arrow, which is about forward movement, progression, and really taking care again of yourself. We've got the star here, which is about protection. It's also about taking care of yourself, stars aligning, and really being there for yourself in many ways, and really looking after yourself as well, which is something that is for sure coming through. What else do we have? What else do we have? We have the hot air balloon, which is about letting go, moving forward, and also really taking care of yourself as well, trying not to self-sabotage things and working through anything from the past. We've also got here an L. Oh, see, we've got here let. See, that's a hot air balloon energy. Let go. Ta-da! Let go. And you got a P as well, so that's what we've got there. Got a lot, actually we've got a lot of words here. We've also got moon as well, right? So moon energies here are very much so present with the High Priestess because it's ruled by Pisces, which is also very interesting. So that's something that we do have. We've got so many words there. And we also have a jug, you have rug, you have moon, you have room as well, like ROOM. Yeah, there's a lot there. So I'm sure many of you will be very concise, like you'll be able to see it for sure. And definitely do let me know what words you do gather in that case, because it would be very interesting to know, especially if there are some that I have missed out. But what I think is more so really, really fascinating here is definitely the fact, wow, I said definitely so many times, is definitely the fact that there is this really, really powerful energy of you taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, and really trying to do the best you can for you. Which in turn is going to attract the right kind of person, but this also takes a lot of self-work. So remember, May really does depend on what you choose to do for yourself, how you choose to take care of yourself, how you choose to move forward for yourself. May is also just very, very dependent in that regard, you know, and I think that that's also something really important to keep in mind, is that what you think, what you do, also does shape up your reality in many, many ways. So that's something definitely very important to keep in mind. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on Etsy as well. Do check those out, and definitely do stay safe as well. And I will see you all very, very soon. Alright, take care everyone. So I'm gonna clear away these little charms and everything else. Alright, brilliant. And I will see you all very soon. Bye!